Hi Year 9, I hope you're all okay. This is the video to support the work that I am going to put on Teams for you for next week for music. I hope you're all okay at this current time. It's been nice to speak to some of you last week when I was doing the mentor calls. I know some of you have been struggling with the working from home more than others, so hopefully these videos that we are, as teaching staff, putting together from next week to support you with the tasks set on Teams will help those of you that are struggling a little bit more. You can get the teacher interaction and have a friendly face, hello, it's me, taking you through the work set on Teams rather than just having it set there without any help going forward. So just before we start, this is the pink booklet that I have attached as a file to our Teams group, and this is the actual name of the exam that you guys will sit in January next year, called the music industry. Okay, so I know I've briefly taken you through this in lesson before we went into lockdown. It's an hour exam, and this has been the basis of the work that I've been setting you on Teams for the past 11 to 12 weeks. So this is going to be the basis of the little mini test that I am setting you for next week, as a kind of a culminating up of all of the learning that you've been doing so far. Okay, so I'm just going to take you through this. You have got a copy of this on Teams, and you will get your own hard copy of this when we return back to school, so don't worry about that. You'll be able to write on it to your heart's content, make additional notes when we go through it in class. But the idea behind the work that you've been set so far is that I've set you research tasks based on all of the first section from the job roles, so all of these job roles here. Okay, so this is the whole contents page. This is the whole exam, everything that you need to learn to be able to pass the exam successfully. So I thought it'd be a really good idea for next week's task is to do a little mini test based on topic 1, which is the job role section. Okay, so it will be, the questions are all based on these job roles that you can see here that you have been set so far. I'm not going to set you any questions that you haven't done or researched so far as part of your learning whilst we've been off during lockdown. Okay, so the document that I've put together is here. It's a Word document. It's 11 questions, 16 marks available for the whole 11 questions. And I just wanted to make it really clear that I have actually screenshotted actual exam papers that I've culminated over the time that this qualification has been running. Okay, what I have had to do though, because they're all from different papers, is to put my own numbers on this actual test for you guys. So I have just deleted out the questions from the actual paper there and there so that you can see. So just follow it through from number 1 to number 11 in this order and you'll be absolutely fine. So yeah, actual questions from actual papers, a bit of a mixture, so I thought it'd be really interesting for you guys to start actually seeing the paper and how questions from the paper look, so that you can familiarise yourself with those. So the first question is a multiple choice, and you get quite a few of these in the music paper. So again, read the question, and there are always 4 answers that you can choose from, and always one of them is a little bit random and really not linked to the question at all. So do it as a process of elimination, and if you're really not sure about something, just put an answer down there because you will be able to kind of work out. So for this particular example, music producer, have a look back at the work that you did on a music producer if you need to, and work out which one's the best answer for that one and cross it in the box. One thing I will say going on from there, if you don't have a print facility, please don't worry, you can actually do this on paper, so you can just write 1 to 11, the answers for each question, screenshot it if you like, and add it back onto Teams, or you can email me that's absolutely fine, I'm happy with that, so don't panic if you can't print it. I know I've not got a printer at home either, so don't worry about that. Number 2. Is a really popular question. You'll see at least one of these on every single paper, and it's where you've got to draw up one line to connect the one side to the other side. So in this particular question, it's the activity. So you've got coding software products and writing web articles or reviews, and you have to draw one line, as it says in bold here, to connect each activity on the right hand side with the job role. So you've got 5 options there, 5 job roles to match those 2 things, and you've got 2 marks available. One thing I just want to say, and past students have made the mistake of doing this. They've put multiple lines going from each of the ones on the left hand side. Don't do that. All it's asking is one line from each of these things to the right job role to pick up the 2 marks there. Okay, next question, number 3 and 4. I've put these two together here before any of you ask me questions on Teams about this, because these 2 questions are actually from the same paper. So those 2 there actually follow each other from an actual paper. So I've put 3 and 4 together there rather than me saving myself a bit of time screenshotting both questions. So that question there, number 3, similar to the above one where you've got the job description and the job role, but you've got to just write it there instead of linking the line up. Okay, so you've got 2 job descriptions there, write the actual job role, don't need to explain anything, 2 marks there. So one thing I will say, with all of the questions, it does give you a really good kind of idea and inclination how much detail you need to be going into with these questions from the amount of marks available. So we can see here, look, we've got 2 lines, 2 job roles, 2 job descriptions, just write the answer. No explanation needed for that particular question. Next question 4, identify one task a drum technician might do to prepare for a recording session. 1 mark again, so we don't need to go into detail, we just need to write the task that a drum technician might do. Okay, number 5, similar to this question here, it's a drawing the line to connect each activity to the job role question again, for 2 marks again, so it's giving you an idea of how many lines you need to put in. 1 again for each job description there to the job role. Write the correct line as to which one you think is right for 2 marks. Number 6, it's another multiple choice. Again, look at that, process of elimination if needed to narrow the answers down. 1 mark available for that one. Number 7, similar to the question here. Number 3, where you've got your table. You just need to answer and write the job role. So again, 2 marks available for the whole question. It's a little bit different in the sense of these are extracts, as you can see, ... from job advertisements in a music magazine. You've just got to basically read those and think which job would do those particular extracts. So the job will involve attending gigs, writing reviews of performances, and writing copy, You don't necessarily need that bit because there's only one job that writes reviews and you need to write it there. This one here, we need someone to join our tour support crew. Duties will include helping set up and take down musical equipment. Job involves manual handling. There's only one job that does that and you need to write it there. Okay, question 8, 1 mark again. So always have a look at the mark and it will tell you how much detail you need to go into. AJ has to act as a drum technician. Identify one of his responsibilities. Okay, number 9 and 10 again, these have both come from the same question paper after each other, so I've put those 2 together because they're appropriate questions for what you guys have been doing. Number 9, multiple choice again, encoding a podcast from an audio file. Again, there's only one job that does that, so process of elimination again. And then identify the job role, which involves these 3 bullet points. This is a really common style question that you'll see in the paper. That's why I included it. So the job role, which involves all of those 3 things. Again, for 1 mark, just have to write the job role there. Okay, last question. Give 2 skills or responsibilities that a successful studio manager should have. So 2 marks, 2 points here. Just write the point. We don't need to go into detail explaining the skills or the responsibilities. We just need to write the 2 things there to access 2 marks for each of the 2 skills. Okay, and that is it, as you can see. 11 questions out of 16 marks. Please try your best to answer absolutely everything, all the questions. Some mistakes that students have made in the past is that they've left questions because they've got themselves in a bit of a pickle in the exam and they've panicked. Well, how can you access any marks potentially by not writing anything or leaving a question blank? Even if it's one of these styles questions where you just need to put 1, have a go. Have a look at what the question is asking you. There is a clue in every question as to what the exam board are looking for. So please have a go at every single question and please try not to look back at the work that you've done. Obviously, I'm trusting you on this. I need to have an element of trust here to make sure that you're doing it as you would do in an exam without any help, any internet, any past work that we've been doing over the last couple of weeks. Okay, so that's the test. Like I say, If you need any help with anything, as always, I'm here on email, on Teams. If you don't want to pop a message on the Teams group so everyone can see it, feel free to email me and I will get back to you as fast as I can and give you some help. I think that's it. So as well, think about the way that you want to do it. If you do have the print facility, feel free to print this off and fill it out as you would in an actual exam. If you don't have that, I don't have a printer, for example, either write it on a piece of paper or on a Word document, whatever you prefer, and go through that way. All right, and that's it. So I hope you're all okay. I will upload this YouTube video along with the Teams assignment on Monday morning next week, the 22nd. So keep an eye out for the link at the bottom of the assignment, because obviously this is explaining everything. I hope you're okay. I look forward to hopefully seeing you all soon. Take care. Best of luck. Bye bye.